Welcome back, everybody. Actor and television presenter Moloisi has launched an online radio station that will be broadcasting in 12 countries. This comes as he celebrates 20 years in the entertainment industry. The radio station, called Legend Radio, went on air for the first time last week, and he joins me now to share more on the online platform. Aaron, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning to you, and thank you so much for expanding our voice as we tell the narrative of the African child.
Indeed, that's what we do, expand your voices. That's the mantra of the SABC. But you are an actor, presenter, host, and now CEO of Legend Radio. How long have you been working on this project?
It's one of those things, this language in radio, they say once the radio bites you, then that's it. So basically, after working for another radio station for about 6 months, I then started thinking much bigger. So literally it took me about 2 days, actually, to think about it. But then my IT background, because I was in IT for about 3 years, developing systems, we just went in, we thought we would put in all the experience and all the, the broadcasting experience. Because broadcast is broadcast, whether it's radio or it's television. So it literally took me about 3 days, and here we are. We're actually now in 17 countries.
Jeez, man. I mean, first time on air last weekend. How did that go?
It went very well. It went very well. I was very surprised. I was very nervous, obviously, and very anxious. And I went to Imbizo, Shisanyama, a very noisy place next to the airport. But then that was deliberate for me to test the kind of technology that we want to use, because our mandate is to broadcast anywhere in the world, whether you're traveling, whether you are, any sport, basically, where you are. So I was just testing my equipment, and it went very well, actually. It's one of the podcasts now on our app.
So what sort of content will you be covering?
As the name suggests, Legend Radio, we're celebrating all the different legends. And legends can be any mother who sells fed cooks and takes all the kids to school, and then they become... But she still wakes up to go the fed cooks. That is a legend. From that, the president, to a Zozibini, to a musician, anybody who wants to be empowered with the tools to make legendary moves. That is our main mandate.
So how many shows do you have now?
At the moment, we are launching about 12 shows coming this Monday. And last night, we just secured one in Kuwait from one of our daughters here, Moloisi. She's a fitness trainer, so now she's based in Kuwait. So we signed the deal last night, and we're about 13 now, 13 shows.
Do you want to take us through some of these shows?
I don't know if you want me to reveal all of it, because that's going to be my link on Monday when I go on. Uncle A, as affectionately known, I'll be doing the breakfast from 7 to 9. So, and another thing, our schedule is not your conventional 3 hours, 6 to 9, 9 to 12. So we do 2 hour shows before you know it, we're out. So we come in pacey, banging, excuse me, and then we're out. So we've got shows that celebrate African legends. We're talking about actors, we're talking about musicians, we're talking about cultural activists, the likes of Dr. Esther Mahlangu. We'll be celebrating those in song and going back to what it is exactly that made them stick to their guns and be where they are today. And other ones, it's just international. My favorite one, I call it the Forum, where I'll be linking all 12 presenters in one show once a week, every Thursday for 2 hours. Literally, we have a view of the world as a listener or as a streamer. We take you on a tour of the world in 2 hours.
Wow, absolutely astounding there. And I understand that some of your presenters have got no radio background or experience. I mean, why did you feel the need to hire people who are not in the industry already?
Well, there was a very deliberate move, in fact. About 95% of them have never been on any broadcast whatsoever. And the strategy there is that when they come onto radio, they are not trained, they are not polished, they're not sounding like robots, and immediately they are relatable to our listeners. Immediately they can speak in the language that people speak every day. And if anything happens, maybe something freezes on air, I want those natural moments where our listener knows that this is a platform for us to have conversations, not necessarily to feed you content that is polished. Yes, we're broadcasting, but it's a platform that says wherever you are in the world, join in and let's have a conversation. So it was a deliberate move so that the listeners can also be part of the journey as they grow from episode 1 to however, it takes them to become legendary radio broadcasters. So I took that on purpose. And remember, most of them are coming in with predominantly their home language. We've got Zambia, they speak Nyanja in there, Mulebanje. we've got Zimbabwe, we've got Nigeria, and I insist on the actual original accent of those languages because remember, we're painting, it's a canvas where we bring in the world together. So every single country needs to be celebrated and represented authentically, just like our app. Our app comes in 8 international languages. So if you download our free app on Android or iOS, it comes in Swahili, it comes in Xhosa, isiZulu, in Afrikaans, in Deutsch, Portuguese, Francois, And there was also another move of saying, wherever you are in the world, I'm sure out of the 8 languages, there's one that you can use to navigate our app. So we don't want to leave anybody behind.
Now, with data prices still ridiculously high here in South Africa, how are you hoping that you will reach ordinary citizens and South Africans in the rural areas, some of the legends that I've mentioned?
Very good question, in fact. So our app, as soon as you download it, first of all, it's free download. Once you download, on the menu down there's a part where you choose the kind of quality that you want. So you can stream on a medium quality, you can stream on a low quality, you can stream on a higher quality. And quality in terms of low, medium, or high doesn't speak to the quality of the sound. It just talks about the level in which it comes to. So if you take, for instance, high, it comes in full HD sound. And if you take low, it's still radio. You understand? And if you take the low, you'll be streaming about 25 megabytes per hour, which is close to nothing. Okay, so... Because the main aim, wherever you are, if you've got a device that connects, we need to be in your pocket, we want to be in your office, on your desktop, everywhere.
Okay, do share the login details, or rather the download details of how I could actually access Legend Radio.
It's actually very easy. If you've got an Android phone, just go to your Google Play Store and type Legend Radio. The app will come up. It's a black logo written in white and yellow. If you go to iOS, the same thing, Legend Radio. And you can also go to just Google and Google Legend Radio. The app will come up and then you'll be able to download instantly.
So what are some of the plans you have in the future, in terms of expansion of this show? What is it that you'll be putting in place?
Okay, in fact, the bigger plan is not to have one solid lineup that is going to be, waiting in the wings every year and see if my contract will be renewed or not. The reason, first of all, why we took 2-hour slots is that in cycles of 3 months, in cycles of 6 months, we'll be rotating our hosts, and some of them will be, contributors in between. So we're creating a platform where at the end of the day, I want to be having at least 80 hosts that are signed onto Legend Radio, and they can be able to give us content. If it's an hour, if it's 2 hours, it's a platform that says we are not unique, we are not niche, we are not categorized. It's a platform that's open because every single conversation, whatever you're going through today, somebody somewhere in the world is going through it. So the plan is to expand it that way, to end up even having conversations between the younger ones and the older ones, because most of the time we're thinking that the younger generation is unruly, they follow technology so much, they're losing the humanity. I want to have conversations of saying, let's have conversations that will allow us and assist us to co-live together, to coexist.
Yes. This is such a brilliant initiative, Aaron, and the fact that, it pays tribute and celebrates all the living legends out there. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I've got a slot for you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you. All right, we just spoke to Aaron Moloisi. He's stepping into the online entertainment world with his new digital platform, Legend Radio.